It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Jets and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, autumn starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand with you. And CD, if you look at this one on paper, it seems pretty obvious what we might see because you've got one of the league's best passing offenses against a secondary that really has struggled to defend the pass this season.
And I certainly hope that they are ready to go in the secondary for this one because I certainly don't expect them to back off throwing the football. That's their strength. That's their identity. So how do you counteract it? Do you change your coverages? Can you mount a pass rush? You've got to get a few takeaways in order to try and even things up.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep it at the end zone in this one.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down to Rucker Hall, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is taken at the 15. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a guy who is very familiar with his defense from all his years in the AFC East. He, of course, is the great Tom Brady. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 73 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league,
he can't get away, and Brady will go down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Brady now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Brady to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shotgun. You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ball again on second down. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And some space here. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake here on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Still in the first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Here's Hall.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning, it's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin, and the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's into the hands of Edwards. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that Brady going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a first down. He finds Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. They don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Right, two. Right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Second down, Jacobs once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. To throw, it's Brady. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson on for the B.R.E.D. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out now come the Jets. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 11. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Check right.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
It leads to second and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Brady. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Illegal touching. Offense.
We can't have that.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Brady now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. On 2nd and 10. Brady, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New York ready to go again offensively. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
To throw again on second down. Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a quarter, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. We'll stay in the NFC South. We head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. B.R.E.D. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Completes it to Davis. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead is Hall. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another tote for Carter. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a fourth part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 65 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Blue check.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Ready.
Second and 6. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
A handoff for Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here in the first down.
They need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On the ready.
Carter straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back in.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raiders offense ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going for it, it's Carter. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there.
Let's go. Check right. Next right. Black one. Maggie. Set.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Got it.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich, at at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 7. A minute 12 to go. And no other way to say it. They have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Pass complete to Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Easy.
Back to throw, Brady. Able to connect with Jacobs.
Easy.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. To throw is Brady. Gets this to Waller. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a third down and 3. Now Brady. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Jets, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.